everybody, and welcome to another sketch by the Short Cook. Wearing the shorts as always. Beautiful day outside, and just under 6 foot. Live start this morning. What we've got in there, Clive, just focus on there for a second, is some bacon lardons. Don't think that we need BBC News at this point either, so we'll get rid of that. Just bits of bacon cut up and frying off. In here we've got some beef that we have coated in some steak seasoning, and also a little bit of rapeseed oil there, and we're just going to pop that in, and we're going to sizzle that and brown that off as well. Right, so the stewing stand, leave that alone, it'll cook on its own. And then what we can do is we can introduce the dish. Oh, is it you again? Excellent. We may have to ban you from that. Oh, you've gone. Right. So, today what we're doing is beef bourguignon-ish. So it's a classic French recipe, and I'm going to add my little bits and pieces into it and out of it and all sorts of things. Dedications today to Clive, fantastic work on the camera still, and also to all two-ball rallyists who tonight should have been in Arles. Well, not technically, not really. But anyway, we're all going off to Arles virtually tonight to do Revolting Rolf's two-ball rally quiz. So we'll see you there. I think we need to sing Happy Birthday though, first of all. Should we do that? Happy birthday. Alright, good stuff. So, no particular happy birthdays today. So it's just happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear everybody who's got a birthday today. Happy birthday to you, wash the ramekin. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear everyone who's got a birthday. Happy birthday to you. Job done, put that into soak. Okay, right, ingredients wise, we have spoken about the bacon lardons that we've got in there, and also the beef that we've now got browning with the steak seasoning on it. So we'll leave that alone again. Let's go over here, Clive, and have a look at what else we've got. We have got a leek, just because I had a bit of a leek left over. We've got some mushrooms, we've got some onions. You should use button onions and button mushrooms. We didn't have any of them, hard stuff to get, so we're just using what we've got. And we've got a carrot there, sliced up. We've also got some thyme out of the garden, and we've got some bay leaf that wasn't out of the garden. We have got some carrots here. Those are for Gingy and Whitey. Gingy, Whitey! What's this? You ready? You ready? 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 Good girl. And Gingy? Good effort. Alright, so that's Gingy and Whitey sorted. We've got some butter that actually I'm just going to throw in now. Job done. Steak seasoning as aforementioned. We have got some Dijon mustard, which I'll put in a while. We're going to thicken this up with some tomato puree. We've got some beef stock here as well, and for beef bourguignon, there's no other way around it, you need red wine. Now, if you read the recipes, it says to use cheap red wine. It depends what your definition of cheap is, I suppose. But I think most chefs would recommend that you don't use cheap, nasty red wine. So that bottle there, I think, was sort of a mid-price bottle. It might have been £6, something like that. You could do this without wine, most definitely, but I think that might be taking it too far away from the concept of beef bourguignon itself. Alright, now, you've noticed I wasn't, or I've not been, coughing today. So how does that work? No idea. All I can tell you is yesterday it was raining, and I talked about the pollen levels, and today is sunshiny. So there might be something in it. That is smelling rather lovely. I'm just slightly dubious that we're going to get all of those ingredients into there. Now, have we got a bigger? Container? I'm just looking to see if we've got one. I don't think we have. I think you know that one up there. Yeah, no, but it's got to go in the oven though as well. That actually, it might work. I might have to put foil on it though. Or is that a tin lid? Let's have a look at this. This is our pasta pan. I think that might be big enough. Do you think that's big enough? Lid on and it can go in the oven, can't it? Yes. Right, we'll do that. Good stuff. Good improvisation, Clive. Well done. That there. Let's get hold of this. Put that in there. And very carefully, this will be good. You might get £250 for this, Clive. There we are. Everything in, all the goodness and all the juice. That is amazingly hot. There we go. Right, that can continue cooking away there. That's probably a better idea. I'll pop that over there before it burns the life out of me. We'll just get that back up to some temperature. So obviously that pan was cold. That's starting to sizzle a little bit now. I can get rid of that, don't need that. And then what we'll do is, quite simply, is just, yeah, that's back up to temperature now, that's bubbling away, is we're just going to put everything else in. Just like that. Everything in. Yeah, we needed a bigger, definitely didn't we, Clive? We'll be eating this for a couple of weeks, or not. Remember, nothing gets thrown out in this house. Anybody watch fish cakes yesterday? Well, we've fish caking for lunch today. Right, we're just going to cook that all round. That's excellent. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put about a tablespoon of tomato puree in. Just like that. We're going to put tomato puree on the orders board over here. Puree. Shopping Monday. And we're going to give that a stir around. I keep saying that we need to cook out tomato puree because it can be a little bitter. So stir that through, stir that around. What that might do is help thicken the sauce a little bit and also give it a nice richness, a nice sort of deep flavour. And yeah, that's lovely. So what have we got left? Thyme and bay leaves in. Let's have mustard in. Mustard in. Get all that lovely mustard off that spoon. Just like that. Anything else we've got to go in at this stage? Just give that a stir. That's looking good. And then we're going to put some wine in. So I'm going to probably put about half a bottle in. Just like that. Some Bourguignon recipes recommend that you put up to 2 bottles of wine in. I think they must be cooking for a small army at that point though. So we'll go with a half wine there. And remember during the cooking process that the alcohol does actually burn off. And you're left with the nice flavours of the wine without the alcohol. And then we're just going to cover the top of that. So we're going to bring that up to the top with this stock that I made earlier. That's just a simple beef stock, and I think we might just put a little bit of water in there as well. We can always thicken the sauce up later on when we come to serve it. That should do, I think, Clive. Right, let's give that a stir around. And then what we're going to do with this is, that's looking good. That looks quite authentic, that. Just have a little look in there, Clive. Right, so what we're going to do is, we're going to put that in the oven now, and I'm going to put it in there on gas mark 1, really low temperature. Probably, it's about 110, 120 degrees centigrade, I think, something like that. And we're going to put it in there for maybe 4 or 5 hours. So it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to be looking at that at around 3 o'clock this afternoon, something like that. So we'll see you when we get back. Right. Hello, welcome back. The sun is still shining. What a beautiful evening. It's now 5 or 6 hours later. What time do we put this in? 10 o'clock this morning?
Yeah.
It's 8 hours later.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look, see what it looks like. You ready? Big reveal. All right, here we go. Boom. How good does that look? And now, you think it looks good now? Watch this. All right, I'm going to make this sauce mega glossy dead quickly by adding simply some marvellous butter and whisking it in. Well, stirring it in, just like that. Beautiful. Look at that. All right, well, that's happening, Clive. The magic is happening in there. We're also going to make the cabbage look tremendous by, first of all, dropping some butter into that as well. There we are, bit of butter dropped into that. There we are, don't be tight. And also, greasy hands. Greasy hands. Some salt. And I'll tell you what else we can do. We can also give you the big reveal on Auntie Sandra's famous mash. How about that? So I reckon in there we've got butter, we've got milk, and we have got salt. Mashed within an inch of its life. Right, we're just going to stir that in there as well. Spread that around in there. Beautiful buttery cabbage. Any excess butter will of course drip through onto the potatoes, which make those even more delicious. All right, let's have another look on here, Clive. Look how glossy that sauce is now, and it hasn't even melted all the butter. I think we are ready to plate up. So, let us begin. Let's get a nice big restaurant plate. Let's get a nice, whatever you call that, of cabbage. Hold that down there. Let's get a nice big spoon of mash. As much as I try and make this look good, generally I'm just a massive fan of putting everything in a bowl. And this plate here, I call it a plole, because I think it's a cross between a plate and a bowl. Deep sides, quite big, but a nice bowly centre. Right, and the pièce de résistance. See what I did there, Clive? French dish. Me speaking French is, of course, the bourguignon de boeuf. That's beef bourguignon for all you non-French speakers. Oh yeah, beautiful consistency. If it came out of the oven and perhaps you thought that it was a little bit thin, you could use a little bit of corn flour to thicken it up, or you could really cheat and use some gravy granules to thicken it up. Now, in the recipe it says you must finish it off with a generous handful of parsley, like so. And I think that's the best one that we've produced in a couple of days in terms of presentation, Clive. It still should be eaten with a shovel, of course, as with all good meals, but in real terms, I think that that is the business. So, that is a short out from the short cook. It's goodbye from me for the weekend. What I might do is, I might put some stills on tomorrow of beef Wellington. I haven't done beef Wellington for a long time, but I've spent a considerable mortgage today on a piece of fillet beef. So I think I may well put some should we do that?
Sunday specials.
Sunday special, but we're not filming, we're just going to put some stills on. Probably on Instagranny or on the Facebook page, something like that. Anyway, please stay safe, everybody, and please subscribe. Do enjoy. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.